Alright, this is my Denver Broncos 2022 season recap. The Broncos finished 5-12. A terrible fucking season. What the worst season since the first year of Vance Joseph, 2017. So every year it's been like 6 or 7 wins. This was a bad season. Hackett tanked the fucking team, really. The roster wasn't good enough. Front office was ass. They lied to us in the media. But there's some positives. Alright, I guess. I don't know. First game against the Seahawks. We all know that. Those 2 fumbles at the goal line. Russ, he threw a touchdown and Jerry Judy, that was nice. And then fucking they couldn't run in the end zone. Like, this game I wouldn't really blame on Russ. It's just 2 fumbles by the damn running backs, Javonte and Melvin. And then fucking Hackett being stupid and, juicing the clock and not going for it instead of kicking a fucking long field goal. And that cost us the game. So 0-1 right now. And then this game was fucking embarrassing, man. How many delay of game penalties, and all that shit. And we won the game, but it was so sloppy. Like, Eric Saubert was our fucking hero. He's our stud. He's our knight in shining armor. He won us this game, so 1-1, I guess. Ooh. And then this game was a primetime game. I don't know how the fuck. This game, 11-10. Broncos barely squeaked in. Jimmy Garoppolo was trash. Like, Bradley Chubb almost got a pick 6 that game. But they won this game because the defense actually balled out and Jimmy Garoppolo was ass. So, yeah. And then this game is when the defense got really exposed. Josh Jacobs ran over their fucking throats. Melvin Gordon fumbled the ball away. Melvin Gordon lost us the game, but the defense wasn't that good. This was Russ, one of his best games of the year. And, yeah. And this is Russ's worst game of the year. 2 interceptions. He left KJ Hamler wide open. The offense couldn't score. Defense played good. And then the same shit. Offense couldn't score. Defense didn't play. Defense couldn't play good. And the special teams cost the Broncos the game with Montel Washington muffing it because of PJ Locke getting pushed. And then by week 7, Russ is hurt. We lose to fucking Zach Wilson. And we suck. And Sauce Gardner holds every fucking play. Then we go out to Wembley Stadium in London to play the Jags, who are going to the damn playoffs. We beat 3 playoff teams. Wow. The Broncos beat the Jags in Wembley. It was a good win, just before Halloween. So it was a good win. And then against Westbrook, Aquino killed us. They did damn flea flickers. This game was so frustrating, losing to the Titans. And then this game fucking lost in overtime to the Raiders. Devontae Adams touchdown. Melvin Gordon, our fumble, costly. Just trash. And Devontae Adams had a really good game. And this game, they just gave up this game. This was the worst game of the year, in my opinion. I know, to watch, it was so boring. The fucking Panthers, Sam Darnold outplayed Russell Wilson. And they just got killed by the run attack. And then this game was fucking... Broncos were leading all game by 6. And then late, Tyler Huntley got a game-winning touchdown and sealed it. And the Broncos missed a game-winning kick and ended their season right there. Well, not ended their season, ended the game. And then this game was one of the best ones. 4 touchdowns. The offense actually was clicking. But they lost to the Chiefs because... Russ got hurt, and then, Russ did throw a pick 6, but that was a good play by Willie Gay. But that was, again, these games with the Chiefs were really competitive. Another 1-score game. Cardinals, they won. Brett Rippon was playing because Russ got hurt with a concussion. They don't play him. And then, they beat fucking Trace McSorley and Colt McCoy. It was a backup bowl. And then this game got fucking Hackett fired. It was terrible. Everyone was fighting. Everything was just bad. All sides of the field. They fired Hackett, Butch Berry, and Dwayne Stukes. And then this game was pretty good. Justin Allen's a wizard again, apparently. If it wasn't for Cortland Sutton getting fucking hosed by the refs, I think maybe we could have won this game. I'm not saying that we would, but we could have. And in this game, really fun game to end the year off with the Broncos. Gotta win. That was my favorite game of the year because you beat a division rival to end the year. They play their starters they're stupid because Mike Williams and Bosa they're hurt, and you beat them. And Chase Daniel almost had another. Chase Daniel got a touchdown because of Brandon Johnson, another muff. But the Broncos hold on. Russ had a good game. Jerry Jeudy had a really good game there. And that's really it for the season. The preseason, I went to one game, this game, and this was a fucking travesty. But hey, saw Eric Saubert get a touchdown. So yeah, that's it. That's the fucking season. It was trash. Expectations weren't met. Fans were outraged, and yeah, I was pissed. Everyone was pissed, and I'm never gonna give my I'm like every year I say, oh, I'm not gonna get my expectations high. Well, I'm not going to. I'm not gonna be that. I'm gonna wait till the fucking product on the field's better, and we'll see what happens down the line with that. But yeah, it's gonna suck. So let's go Broncos stats. Denver Broncos stats. Denver Broncos stats. Yeah, the stats. And I'm going to determine the player of the game. Player of the week. Player of the year. Oh, shit. So Russ had the most passing yards. No shit. Under 400. Latavius Murray had the most rushing yards. 703. And then Jerry Jeudy, 972. And then Alex Singleton had the most tackles because he got beat the most times. And then Justin Simmons had 6 Mickey picks. Hey, that rhymes. Yeah. The offensive line was 63 sacks. I don't know what that was. It's a fucking lot of sacks this year. 16 touchdowns, 18 touchdowns by the damn quarterbacks, 15 picks. Again, another 20-less touchdown season by the quarterbacks. Latavius Murray had a solid season. All 12 games he played, that's good numbers for a backup. So I wouldn't mind bringing him back. Fuck Melvin Gordon. I'm happy he's gone. Russell Wilson had 3 rushing touchdowns, which was 2 of them came in that game against the Chiefs. Mike Boone had 1 touchdown. I don't remember when that happened. But yeah, the running game, it didn't get going because Melvin Gordon stinks and we lost Javonte Williams. So, but other than Latavius Murray, running game didn't do that good. The receivers. Jerry G led the team in receiving yards and touchdowns but he got all late in the year and he was injured for 2 games? He missed 2 games. It said right here. He played 15. He missed 2. Yeah, he missed 2 games. But he played good this year. I can't give him shit. So I guess I'll give him Offensive Player of the Year for the Broncos, and that's not saying much. Cortland Sutton, just fucking. I thought he had way less yards. Almost like 930. 830 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's it. Fucking Greg Dulcich had 2 touchdowns. Saubert touchdown. Tomlinson had 2 touchdowns. Virgil, Brandon Johnson, Beatty, and Albert Okwuegbunam. So 18 touchdowns spread around. So yeah, the best player on offense, I guess, was Jerry Jeudy. And the best player on defense, I'm not saying Singleton. I'm not saying fucking Simmons. Kane Stearns, why not? Fuck that shit, man. Kane Stearns is my defensive player of the year. Because fuck him, that's why. 2 interceptions in 1 game. He played great in that game against the damn Niners, against a real team. Unfortunately, he only played 5 games. Player of the game. Player of the fucking year. Oh, no, Surtain. I guess Surtain, too. It's Surtain's player of the year. What the fuck am I smoking? I forgot about him. I don't know why. Special teams, I guess McManus as always, and that's really it. Yeah, it's another fucking disappointing year for the Broncos. What's new with this team? We're gonna go after a coach again, and that's gonna suck because it's gonna be another stupid coaching search. Who's gonna be on the team? Who's not? We're gonna get invested in coaches that they're not even gonna hire or they're not even in our stratosphere, and that's what's gonna happen. But you know, I want this team to do good. I want this team to get better. They gotta find the head first head. They gotta find a head coach that can get the culture building. We gotta build a culture with this team because hasn't been that for like 6 or 7 years because of Mr. Johnny Elways. Um, and what else we got? Yeah, we got to build this offensive line. And this offensive line is probably number one priority this offseason. Is our offensive line. You got to address it with a tackle, a center, maybe a guard. You know, I think the only guys who are safe are Quentin Miners and Garrett Bowles. Even though Garrett Bowles come from injury, you still paid him all that money. I don't like Garrett Bowles, but he's safe because of the money cost. Like everyone else, you can just cut, and you can replace them with rookies or stopgaps, or one stopgap. I don't know. D line, Mike Purcell needs to go. They need to add a real nose tackle. I don't know who to pair up with DJ Jones, who I'm good that they rested him. DJ Jones, he's good. He's gonna be good for this team. It's just, you know, we're gonna get some guys back like DJ Jones, Stearns, Tim Patrick, Williams. We're gonna get guys back to help this roster out, and hopefully we can add to this roster with some rookies and some vets that fit the scheme of our new head coach, and build a fucking competitive product on the field. And I don't think we're gonna have this inept offense ever fucking again. Even if this team's bad, I don't think they're gonna be this bad at offense. No matter who the fucking coach is. If they can find a good OC, even if they can put up points, I think. These last few games gave me confidence that they can put up points. The defense, however, the way they give up rushing touch, the linebackers, I don't know. The way the linebackers give up fucking yards, it's incredible. The linebackers I don't think are fixable unless you pick a linebacker in the draft, which again, that's not number one priority. It's O-line, but I don't know. If we had our fucking draft picks, maybe we could have addressed it, but that's the end of the day. So Russ is my quarterback. So we gotta ride with him another year. We gotta get a new head coach. And that's really it. So I hope you guys have a good day. That's my Broncos season recap. Playoff predictions tomorrow. It's not today. It's tomorrow. And my computer's going to die soon. That's all I got to say. Peace.